Well, beautiful people, best damn nation. It is Wednesday. You know what time it is. It is the best damn wrestling podcast. I am your humble host, Brian Renegade. And with me, I have the best damn crew. First of all, let me introduce. That's an introduce. That's a whole new word. Let me introduce. Let me get the camera straight. The entrepreneur of entrepreneurs, the Grinch himself, the villain of all villains, the one and only genie of the best damn wrestling podcast, the Don of the best damn wrestling podcast, your boy, LP. What's happening, my brother?
What's going on? What's going on, man? How you feeling?
Oh man, I'm feeling good, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Christmas right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? The big man is getting ready. All the elves are frantic right now, trying to figure out what the hell they want to get your boy Brian Renegade. So I'm feeling pretty good, man. I'm in the season's greetings to everybody. You know what I'm saying? LP, what would you like for Santa to bring you, sir? Have you been a good boy?
I don't know about that. You know, being, but I'm a type that I accept all gifts. I'm thankful anybody want to give me some.
I know that's right. Thankful for anybody that wanted to give you some. Best damn nation. Happy holidays to you. Say something to the best damn nation, man. I want to welcome all the best damn members, man. But first of all, we got another crew member in the house. On a dark night in a dark alley, he can either save your life or whoop your ass. He's the green-eyed bandit. He's your mama's favorite wrestler. And he can whoop your daddy ass. Mr. Everything, Victor Andrews.
Hey man, listen, we're in a dark alley. I'm whooping ass and saving lives. You better figure out which one you want immediately.
Immediately.
What's going on, fellas? How y'all feeling?
Oh man, we good, brother. Good. Look like it's cold down there in North Carolina, is it?
Freezing. For reason.
For a reason?
A reason.
Oh man, what's been going on with you fellas? Let me go around the room real quick. Mr. Everything, what's been going on with you, my brother? How was your weekend?
My weekend was a weekend. I flew to Arkansas on Saturday out of Charlotte. Okay, I had a show, Lit Wrestling, ran by Jason Maldonado under the umbrella of SOAR and OIWA, ran by Mr. Sir Mo from Men on a Mission way back in the day. That's like an uncle to me. Bobby Horn, he's an amazing guy. He's an uncle to me. So I flew out to Arkansas, Little Rock, Arkansas on Saturday morning. I get there, but my bag doesn't. So my bag with all my wrestling gear, all my clothes, everything is still in Charlotte when I get to Little Rock. Mind you, I had to transfer in Chicago and then go to Little Rock, and it still didn't make it. So I talked to the lady, and she said, download the app and it'll give you updates. You'll get the updates before we will. I was like, well, y'all need to update y'all system because if I'm getting updates before you do, that's a problem. And it showed on the app that my bag was still in Charlotte. So I was like, that makes no sense. I asked her what time would it be. She didn't know. They gave me a call an hour later and said the bag would be Little Rock at the airport at 10 o'clock. All of the workers would be gone at 9:30 in the evening. So there's no way for me to be able to get my bag. And it won't even make any sense because I'll be on wrestle by then. So I ended up having to go get some athletic pants and some sneakers from Walmart, and I still went in there and got busy because I missed everything. I'm your mama's favorite wrestler, and I'm whooping daddy's asses and anything, everything, every day. Because that's what I do. Because you can't be Mr. Everything if you can't do it.
Man, I thought you had pulled a Randy Orton and Umaga kind of thing and wore somebody else's shorts, you know what I'm saying, with their name on
I
it.
started to. One of the guys did offer me his tights, but I was like, I don't mind wearing your tights, but it's gonna look stupid wearing tights and some low cut sneakers. Like I give me some kick pads maybe, but nah, this looks dumb. I'm gonna walk in there like I'm the Rock, just confronting my opponent. Like, what you say? What the Rock's gonna do is he's gonna take his left foot, he's gonna turn it sideways and kick on the right side of your face, okay? And that's what I did. That's exactly what I did.
Oh man, who's your opponent?
I got in the ring with Ryan Davidson. He's one of the superstars from Reality of Wrestling run by Booker T and Sharmell. He just got back from a tour in Japan, his second tour in Japan. And we went in there and got busy, man. And he invited me down to Texas to work at Reality of Wrestling. So more than likely, Mr. Everything will be making his way to Houston, Texas to wrestle for Booker T's promotion. Not only that, but Sir Mo also offered me an opportunity to come down to Dallas, Texas to work for his company. And as we speak, he's working on trying to give me some bookings with a company in Canada and a company in the UK. So
Okay.
2024 starting to move a little bit pretty good for your boy, Mr. Everything.
Yeah, I'm moving and shaking on you, Jack. You know what I'm saying? Is you ready? That's all I got to ask you.
No. Are they ready? Somebody need to go ahead and let them all know. Go ahead and start working on your cardio today to be ready for me by next year today.
Oh man, this time next year it's gonna be a whole different Mr. Everything. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying? So you better go ahead and talk to him now while he's accessible. Because in a couple
Exactly.
months, he don't know y'all Negroes.
Look. What I'm doing for the new year? Me.
I know that's right. LPZ, what's happening, man? I know you've been shooting and stuff, man. What's going on? How was your weekend?
It was pretty good, man. It wasn't as eventful as Mr. Everything's. Just just had a couple of shoots and I had to go do a shoot in VA. You know, nothing crazy. my luggage was with me, so I didn't have to worry about using my bag.
Oh man, yeah, I try to make sure I do a carry-on bag. I don't really, unless my bag is like super heavy because most of the time I carry my camera equipment. The LP, camera equipment, bro, can when you traveling with it, it can be a hassle. So
Yeah.
I kind of downsize everything. So everything that I have now is like I can carry it in the palm of my hands. You know what I'm saying? So from my cameras to all my audio equipment, my lights, they're portable and I can break them down and they change colors and all that stuff. So everything that I had was portable. I learned my lesson in Miami. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people tell you that, but I learned my lesson in Miami. I was in Miami airport and I had 7 bags full of camera equipment and clothes and a drone. And I had to run from one end of the airport to the other end of the airport with 7 bags. And I told myself, I'm never doing that again. And since that time, bro, I just downsized everything. I'm like, yeah, I want all my equipment to be small. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I hope you get your bag, Mr. Everything. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? If
I
not,
finally got it 5 o'clock Sunday morning when I went back to the airport to leave to come back to North Carolina.
okay. I about to say, because that's the last thing you want, somebody wearing your drawers.
Man,
You
listen,
know
walking
what
around talking about I'm Mr. Everything. Hey, come here.
I'm saying? Yeah. Come here, girl. I'm Mr. Everything tonight. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I know you had them stripper drawers in there. You know what I'm saying?
Not this time around. Not this time.
Not as bad. Okay.
I
The
didn't
other
need
bag.
that.
That's
Wrong bag.
that's the other
Wrong
bag.
bag.
Okay, I
Wrong.
got you.
This is the bag.
Oh man. Well, listen, fellas, man. We had a hell of an interview last week with the one and only Austin Aries, LP. You missed a banger, man, and I wanted you to be there to ask some of the questions that only LP could, man. But Mr. Everything, what did you think about last week's interview with the one and only Austin Aries.
Man, we had fun. We had fun. Very informative, very insightful, and we got the exclusive of him opening up his own company. So we
Yeah.
were the first to be able to get that type of information, which is amazing. And also him open up his agency or getting ready to start an agency. So man, we doing big things. We doing big things. If you guys are watching, tell your friend to tell your friend to tell your friend to watch us every Wednesday because we're doing big things and it's only getting bigger from here. It's only going to get bigger, man. But the interview we had Austin Aries, man, was fun. It's good to hear his backstory, and it's good to hear his the prelude of what he has coming up. So we thank you, Mr. Austin Aries, for joining our esteemed best damn nation. What we calling it? Alumni
The
award
alumni,
show.
yeah, the alumnus. The best damn alumni.
Yeah,
You know what
alumni.
I'm saying? Yeah, Austin Harris. I thought the interview was really great, man. And I actually learned a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's why we have a platform like this, not only to talk about wrestling, but to learn more about, us and growth and development. And we talk a lot about mental health. We talk a lot about physical health and living your life and living your passion, man. And so the interview with Austin Aries kind of brought light to a lot of those things where, he talked about, being vegan and veganism, his thoughts behind that, and some of the quote unquote conspiracy theories that are really not conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? So I enjoyed the interview. Guys, if you want, go back on YouTube or go on Spotify, wherever you get your podcast, and you can listen to the Austin Aries interview. And matter of fact, even if you're nice, I might even play that interview after the show. We'll see. We'll see. Oh man, listen, fellas, we got to get into one of my favorite things to do each year every week. Fellas, you know what time it is. It's hot topics. We have to talk about one of the things that is
That is going on right now, and that may be what he is talking about is the whole thing with Liv Morgan getting arrested for possession of cannabinoids, which is the liquid form of cannabis. LP, give us your opinion on this whole situation with Liv Morgan, and where do you think she's going to go in terms of her career, or what's going to happen to her? Being that WWE has kind of lightened up and loosened up the reins on the whole wellness policy in terms of weed, but how does this kind of affect her career getting arrested for possession?
I don't think it's no big deal. I mean, we all know that 1 minute one person can do one thing and then somebody else can do something different. Where Matt Riddle got in trouble for it, she probably won't. It just really is. I think those situations always boil down to who they want to get rid of at the time. Who they want to. If they don't like you, then they use that to get rid of you. If they do like you, then they're making an exception for it. But I think she'll be all right.
The main thing is she really has not been on WWE TV in a while, and they really have not been doing anything with her. So this could be a way for them to get rid of her eventually. But like you said, one person can do one thing, and another person can't do the same thing. So Renegade, welcome back.
Yeah, man. I don't know what happened, but it's good to be back in the place to be.
We're talking about Liv Morgan's situation and her arrest with the cannabinoids. Give us your opinion on that whole situation.
Yeah, man, that was interesting. Number one, I love Liv Morgan. You know what I'm saying? And no doubt in my mind knew that she consumes the sticky icky. But in this situation, I think that she was trying to take the rap for a friend. And in this circumstance, the friend in every way, shape, and form should have took that bullet from Liv Morgan. Straight up. Oh, okay. Like she's in the public eye. I doubt that the friend is in the public eye like that. But if they are, I mean, I don't know. I think that it puts Liv Morgan in a bad light as far as her babyface role. Um, I'm no she's not going to really get penalized for it because they just lowered the restrictions on marijuana and cannabinoids and all that stuff within the WWE. So I don't know. I think that she can't do a babyface role uh, with that, not unless they go like a Matt Riddle route with her. You know what I'm saying? And somewhat acknowledge it on TV, make a joke out of it. You know what I'm saying? But um, will it hurt her career? No. I think that everybody already knew it. That she kind of dabbled a little bit. It is what it is, man. I'm pretty sure a lot of people in the company do the same thing. So I think it'll be a little slap on the wrist. You know what I'm saying? Nothing doing. But as far as her baby face look and the clean Disney looking Liv Morgan, I think that's out the windows. They're gonna have to go a little tougher with that. So will she get bit in trouble? Not really, but we'll see. I would like to see Liv Morgan back. You know what I'm saying?
My biggest issue with this whole Liv Morgan thing is everyone wants to bring up everyone else's mugshots after something like this happens. So you got the Liv Morgan mugshot, and then out of nowhere they're like, let's all remember Roman Reigns mugshot and Brock Lesnar's mugshot, and this. I'm like, let that go. I mean, why we got to bring up people's old stuff? It ain't got nothing to do with them.
Because the old stuff is new now. You know what I'm saying? When the old stuff becomes new, that means it becomes news. You did?
Well, look. I'm glad I ain't got no mugshots out there.
Hey, straight up, because they would use it. I probably would have used it by now if you did have a mugshot. I'm telling you that 100%. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have.
You got a mugshot out there? With something we need to know about LP?
Yeah, I got a mugshot. I think this was, how old was I? This is when I was, young and dumb, license suspended, and I'm still driving. And got caught too many times driving while my license was gone. Had to go downtown for that. This is something small. Ain't no big, ain't no big deal. Things happen,
LP, sir. Mm-hmm. Well, just in case you guys haven't seen it, man, I gotta go ahead and show you guys Liv Morgan's mugshot.
Watch it still sexy though. Like how you do a mugshot looking good?
Well, I guess that you want to try to look as best as you can if your picture gonna be all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But yeah, if you get in trouble, make sure your mugshot look good. I guess.
I got $1 to put on her book.
You said you gonna put some money on her books?
Yeah, I got $1 too. I got some change around here.
Oh man. Well, listen, Liv Morgan. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna do the sticky icky, get you some. I hate to say it, but get you some black friends. They gonna look out for you, especially if they know. Especially if they know that you somebody. Oh, officer, that was mine. My bad. Mm-hmm. I'll take that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But in Florida, ain't it legal in Florida?
It's legal, but it's legal, but with the legal thing, it's always caveats to it. People just think it's legal just mean you can just do certain stuff, but it's always different. There's always different things. I can't remember the situation with hers. I mean, it's legal, but that don't mean you can drive around with a pound of weed. Like, even that stuff is a certain amount.
I don't think it was a pound. I think it was like
no. I'm just giving you an example.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes people think they hear it's legal, they feel like they can do anything they want to pertaining to weed, and that's not how it works. They got laws with it.
Well, I got to speak because I'm on the West Coast. It's a lot more lenient here. They have dispensaries and shops and everything with every kind of CBD marijuana product that you can think of. You walk in there, it looked like a CVS. I've never seen nothing like that in my life. I had to visit just to see for myself, and it's different. You can walk right past the police, get your bag of weed, get you an ounce or whatever, and then walk right past them and say, good day, officer. They ain't gonna bother you. It's different. And I don't think that, especially with the South, it hasn't caught up yet. You know what I'm saying? Like the laws may change, but the stigma behind it is still there. You know what I'm saying? And the racism behind it is still there. Keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? So it's looked at differently depending on where you are. When you go to Vegas, out here in Phoenix, when you go to California, Colorado, it's different because the culture is different around it. And until the culture around it changes, and until the stigmas around it change in places like the South, then it's still going to be villainized. You know what I'm saying? But bruh, it's all kind of school teachers and construction workers and bankers, everybody of every profession, of every age. You know what I'm saying? So it just has to, the laws have to catch up to it. But Liv Morgan, you knew better. You know what I'm saying? Get somebody to bring it to your house. Girl, you got money. Stop playing. You ain't got to chop around with it. You know what I'm saying? Get somebody to bring it to you. You rich. You got money. I don't know why you getting caught up like that. And your friends should know better. Your friends should have took that bullet for you. That's all I'm saying. Best damn nation if you agree with either one of them, put it in the comment box.
Here's the thing. If the friend would have went down, Liv got the money to get him out.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Liv is gonna look out. Like if I'm Liv Morgan's friend and we riding and she got a pen and maybe like a dub bag of weed on her, and we get pulled over. Well, you know what? It's different because I'm black, but but if I was trying to put myself in that situation, but then I had to think about the reality of like, I don't think you gonna get away with it, sir. But I'm just saying in general. As a friend, you would want to take that bullet for somebody that can look out for you substantially. You know what I'm saying? In order to clear her name. Now, I'm not saying the friend didn't have a life and a reputation that they needed to protect too, but in that instance, man, you should have kept your homegirl out the headlines. You know what I'm saying? Just kept out of the headlines. Oh man. Let me ask LP. LP, do you think that the culture of sports and drugs still reign relevant today?
Well, it's funny how Mr. Everything brought up the wellness, how since they merged, the wellness has changed. Because it's clearly changed when I see AJ Styles come back not too long ago. It's clearly some things are possibly not on the list that used to be. Maybe it's just me, but the way Randy and AJ look coming back, I definitely think some of the things have changed in the WWE. Not to say that the boys is doing anything, but it's just they looking a little extra buff.
No, sound like you trying to say that they on that juice.
No, I don't want to say Randy, but I know damn well AJ. He must have been doing something. God dang. But
I know his workout regimen. Whoever trained AJ Styles,
he came and worked out with me. That's what happened. He
You
came like
did.
that with me. That's what
Hey
happened.
man, if
Well,
you want a body like Randy Orton and AJ Styles, go hit up your boy, Mr. Everything. I might have to hit you up, bro, because yeah, AJ Styles look good coming back. Randy Orton look good coming back. CM Punk has to look bigger and amazing, be in amazing shape when he does wrestle. You know what I'm saying? Because all of these guys are in their 40s. You know what I'm saying? Mid, late, early 40s. I mean, R-Truth just came back. He's at 51 years old. He just had a match with JD McDonough from
Amazing
Judgment
match.
Day.
An
Yeah,
amazing match for JD
which
McDonough.
was a great match. Talk about it, Mr. Everything.
Man, I love the finish. The finish was perfect. It was like it reminded me of William Regal and the Big Show. Remember when William Regal had the brass knuckles and he punched Big Show in the face and Big Show fell on top of him and he couldn't move?
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of. It was an amazing match. The whole concept of loser leaves Judgment Day and where they're going to go from there. I love it. I love seeing R-Truth on TV. He brings so much to the product, not just with his in-ring ability, but also outside the ring with his promos and the comedic styles. And I know LP hate when black people do something comedic and funny, but I think R-Truth does do that type of style a lot of justice. He's not the shuck and jive and do the blackface, style of comedy. He just likes to go out there and just have fun. It's just him. Like, honestly, it's just him in reality. I mean, being around the man, you would know that that's just him. Like, he's not faking it. He's not acting. If you follow his TikTok, Ron Killings on TikTok, you will see that man is crazy and hilarious. But it was a great match, man. And even with Dom being involved, and I think they're trying to push the dynamic of the two younger ones with JD and Dom being the youngest in the group, and they look like little kids in the group too. So you got Mommy and El Senor Money in the Bank, who will play the dad, and then Finn Balor, I guess, would just be the uncle of the group. He's an uncle that try to get everything to stay calm and everything. Then after a while, he's like, you know what, screw it, I don't care anymore. But yeah, it was an amazing match, man. I know LP got something to say. He waiting bad.
Oh no, I was gonna say I think with R-Truth, even though he does the comedy stuff or whatever, I don't look at him the same way I look at a New Day. I mean, I know because R-Truth, I know he got little Jimmy. I mean, and he like he's good with what he does, but I don't look at him like I look at New Day when it comes to New Day stuff. Like, only thing about R-Truth is when it's all said and done, I don't want R-Truth to be known as the funny guy. Like, don't get it twisted. R-Truth was a beast when he left and he went to who was he when he went to, was it TNA?
TNA, yeah.
When he had his TNA run, or even when him and the Miz was heels, like, people seem to forget sometimes. Like, that team, right? People don't bring that team. They were some monsters out there. So that's the only thing that I don't want it to go down and him. Like, most time people talk about R2, you talk about how funny he is. But that dude got some damn skills, and he's never left the company outside of that one time or whatever. He's kind of like like a pillar. When you talk about top black wrestlers, people don't bring up R-Truth, and they like they should. He should be in that conversation of top black wrestlers of all time, because dude can really go, and I don't think he gets his credit for the wrestler that he is versus the comedian that he is. Like I said, he's funny as hell, but he needs to get his credit. I would like to see him do one. I mean, at this point in time, I know they're not going to do it because people want to see him have fun. But I still would have liked to see him have one more serious run. Kind of how they did with Mark Henry. Mark Henry never got his respect until Mark Henry just had that run that made everybody be like, yo, Mark Henry is the truth. So,
right.
I wouldn't mind seeing R-Truth. I like him being on TV because even before, I think he was in NXT before he got hurt. So I like to see him on the main roster. But I really want to see him. I want to see him with some gold. Like, I don't know what gold. Maybe NXT or something, but I want to see him have one good run. But like you said, he is older. I want to see him a one real good run before it's all said and done. I mean, he guaranteed Hall of Fame. You know they're gonna have him in the Hall of Fame. That ain't no damn like they say in basketball. First ballot Hall of Fame. You know he gonna make the Hall of Fame eventually. Whenever he does retire. Yeah, I want to see him about one more.
I'm
But
gonna be honest with you. We see a lot of wrestlers, right? And they, we wonder if they're gonna come back and miss a step or not. John Cena, we saw John Cena come back most recently, and then he had an interesting run this period because it was almost like a John Cena farewell tour. And he was trying to show if he still had it or he didn't know. John Cena will always have a home in WWE. He doesn't even have to wrestle. He can come up and show up and still make bank. The thing with our truth is, and I know when we had the interview with him, Mr. Everything, you asked him about, when's the next time he's going to come back to the ring for WWE. And he said, it has to be special. It got to make sense. And he wants to have a real run this time. And I see him on Monday, man, against JD Madonna, and he's moving and doing moves that I can't even do. And you know what I'm saying? And this dude is 51 years old, and he up here still doing splits, doing cartwheels, taking bumps. I'm like, geez, Louise. I hurt myself stretching this morning. You know what I'm saying? I got stuck. You know what I'm saying? You ever got stuck while you got a Charlie horse and got stuck, and you try to do everything you can to alleviate the pain? Yeah. This man is out here living his best life at 51, man, and he looked good in the ring. And I think that I agree with both you guys, but LP especially, that I would like to see him have some type of a run, even if it's with a tag title. I would like to see that. Even if they brought him down to NXT and he had a room with the North American Championship, I would love to see that. It's a place in wrestling for R-Truth. And I think during the time of the 24/7 championship, when they were running around for it, I think we kind of took that period for granted and what it was doing for a lot of the wrestlers in the back. And I know a lot of people looked at it like, oh my God, I'm running after this title. I ain't got nothing. But you on TV, you got paid to be on TV. You know what I'm saying? It gave something for everybody to do. It's a great way to introduce special guests and music artists and all that. Anybody that wanted to have some type of a title or wrestling dream, it gave that avenue for them to be able to have that. So I missed the 24/7 title for that purpose, but R-Truth is definitely a first ballot Hall of Famer, and I'm interested to see if the Judgment Day let R-Truth in the group. And what does that look like? Because we saw how that success worked for the bloodline when Sami Zayn did finally come into the bloodline. They felt like a dominant faction that could not be played with. And I think with R-Truth in Judgment Day, that can lead to a lot of different avenues, man. But it'll bring some humanity to Judgment Day. Go ahead.
Real quick, we talked about R-Truth holding some type of title, and in WWE, he's actually held the United States Championship 2 times, the Hardcore Championship 2 times, the 24/7 Championship 54 times.
54. Would that make R-Truth the most winning? Would that make him the most winning WWE champion of all time?
Of all time, that would make him the most winning champion of all time.
Wow.
And one time as the WWE Tag Team Champion. I'm guessing it's before they had to split between the two brands. But I think, honestly, I would love to see him have an Intercontinental run. I think that would be a really good spot for R-Truth.
So you telling me you think R-Truth's a big Gunther?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Ooh. I think that would elevate R-Truth as a really threat to any championship. If he walked in there and was like, you know what? I like to laugh. I like to have fun. I like to joke around.
Yeah. I can't be on camera because I'm in the middle of doing something, bro.
Man, listen.
We love your truth, but you're not gonna you're not gonna leave Gunter the hell out of this.
Think about what you just said. You don't want everybody to keep remembering R-Truth as a guy that just was funny. If he went in there and beat Gunther and actually went in there and was serious about it, like really went in there and was like, yo, the way he worked that match this past Monday, there was no funny business about it. There was nothing funny. There was no jokes, no laughing, right? Like, let's be straight out. He went in there and got busy. If he keep that type of mentality and going into the ring and stepping in the ring with Gunther,
man, stop.
Just think about it. Listen. All right, let me ask you this. If they put that on any card, I don't care if it's Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEW Dark, Impact, Beyond Glory, I don't care. Wherever they put that match at, tell me you wouldn't tune in.
I mean, I would. Yeah, I would watch it. Yeah, but I know how it's gonna end. It's gonna end with R-Truth.
Okay, now if R-Truth does beat Gunther, what would your mindset be?
I probably have a broke TV. I was sweet chin my TV. I would kick the shit out of my TV. and no disrespect to R-Truth. Once again, we love you, brother. But no. He's not going to be the one to dethrone. I damn feel like they're still about to try to make the Miz be the one because they seem like the Miz about to start doing it, about to look that way again. But no.
Okay, LP. So I'm gonna ask you a real question because I think that if like the finish to the JD Madonna and R-Truth fight, if a finish like that happened with Gunther and R-Truth won, I will be susceptible to that, and I think a lot of people would like it because it would be controversial. You know what I'm saying? And they'd be like, they were born to root for R-Truth, but they know it was a controversial loss, and then there's something there where Gunther can swing back around, whatever the case may be. If you wanted to give R-Truth the belt, I think that, to be honest with you, all the champions right now look like champions. So I think that if you want to give R-Truth any kind of belt, I say you put the tag belt on them, give him a tag team partner, put tag belt on them, or you put him down to NXT, man, and give him the North American Championship.
That would be interesting. I mean, because you think about it, if he does indeed stick with Judgment Day, well, you know he's not getting the tag belts. But if he does pick up another belt that does put a lot of dynamic on the Judgment Day in terms of their dominance,
right?
So let's see it. Let's see it happen. I'm gonna send him a message. Tell him make that happen.
Yeah, send R-Truth a message. Tell him to make that happen.
With that whole mindset, then let him beat Roman. Then let him beat Roman. Then
I don't know. Listen, I don't know if people. I don't know what that would do to the fans.
Hey, well, you just said that same way you just explained it. It worked both ways. Roman ain't no different.
If you have R-Truth beat Roman Reigns for the title, every analyst will have a field day destroying the WWE and destroying that decision and R-Truth. I don't want to see it happen. R-Truth is
whoa. Let's really break that down. Why does the guy have a field day? R-Truth, is he good enough to beat Roman in the ring? Yes. You often talk about the person that hold the belt need to be able to be on TV and do all that stuff. R-Truth definitely could do that. He's entertaining. You talk about how often they have champions for whether it's like showing race diversity or whatever, giving a straight black R-Truth, me and him about to say he darker than me. You can't get no blacker than R-Truth. He'll be the blackest black champion that we've had in years. You might have black people start back watching wrestling like, who is this dude? Who is R-Truth? Who is this? The people that don't know. So you can actually write it any kind of way where it can work. No matter who takes the belt off Roman, it's gonna be the same thing. Whether it's Cody, whether it's CM Punk, but it's only gonna be them two. I don't really see nobody else. I don't need nobody about to waste their time with this whole Randy Orton bull crap. But you already know it's gonna be one of them. So people gonna have a problem with it no matter what. But so if you can put him beating Gunther, I'll put him shocking the world, beating Roman, and then Brock Lesnar show up because he would get a sense in his body that a black champion. and then Brock comes back and L5 him and take the belt the same night.
Oh man. LP called Brock Lesnar the black champion killer. Every time somebody go ahead, LP.
the black star killer. We done seen the stats. And like I said, it ain't just me. A lot of this, like y'all showed to share that video in the chat. Everybody sees it. Like I know WWE sees it. Lord knows, let me meet somebody in WWE. Let me meet Triple H one day. I'm like, hey man, can you start having Brock beat all the black champions?
Oh man. Well, listen. If you're gonna have anybody come in and do it, it's Brock Lesnar, man.
Hey, look. One day, Mr. Everything gonna be looking at his little belts and he gonna be feeling himself, and all of a sudden he gonna hear that music hitting that front door gonna open up.
And I'm gonna hit him right in his chest.
And Brock gonna be walking around with them damn 3 titles you got around his damn waist.
Okay.
Bring it, Brock. Bring it. I dare you. Because he ain't gonna
You daring Brock Lesnar? These are the words of Mr. Everything. They do not reflect.
Brock Lesnar to step in the ring, try to take my titles. It's gonna be a fight.
Oh man!
You in a fight with the bear? Help the bear.
Boy, he gonna toss your ass like a pizza, like you did Kofi ass. Kofi jumped out and Brock just like, Mamma mia! Just flipped him like a pizza, dropped him like a bad habit. Oh man! Well, I would like to see Brock Lesnar come back, and I'm interested in when he does come back. Who is he going to go after? You know what I'm saying? He has history with both Seth Rollins, and he has history with Roman Reigns. I'm not sure if that clause is still there, where if Roman Reigns still has the title, that Brock Lesnar can never challenge Roman Reigns for the belt. I'm not sure if that's still there or not.
Why not go?
But I think Gunther should be the one. I think Gunther deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you want to combat the bloodline, you have to bring Imperium in.
Well, I'm not talking about in terms of going after Roman. I'm talking about Brock Lesnar.
Oh, I thought you said if Gunther went, Gunther should be the rightful champion. I mean, obviously he's on Raw, but I would like to see if anybody on this roster could take it away from Roman Reigns. I would think it would be Gunther.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
If any of the rising stars could take it away, it's 100% Gunther. Now, who do I want it to be? And now we have all these stories popping up. So let me ask you guys a question. Who do you think it should be? There's rumblings that Roman might drop his belt and move on to the sunset for a little bit after WrestleMania. But now we have all these challenges popping up. You pop and you have the Royal Rumble coming up soon. And now not only do you have the story with Cody Rhodes, but you also have the story with CM Punk. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, who do you guys want to see Roman face at WrestleMania? I'm gonna go LP.
I'm gonna be honest. Like what makes sense for me, which it's not gonna make sense for nobody else because they're not gonna do it, is Bobby Lashley. I mean, they have definitely screwed Bobby Lashley throughout the month, but Bobby Lashley is the only major star that he has not beaten. He's beaten every damn body else. Like, some people may be excited about the Royal Rumble, but I'm not. Because the Royal Rumble winner is going to be either CM Punk or it's going to be Cody. Just like last year, you knew the Royal Rumble was going to, who the Royal Rumble was going to be. You knew it was going to be Cody. So I think they be shooting themselves in the leg when they do this, and you can almost tell who's going to win. So, I mean, of course, it's not going to be Bobby. With it not being Bobby, it shouldn't be nobody but not CM Punk. It shouldn't be nobody but Cody. I mean, I would rather see Sammy win it, but of course they're not unless they make a huge turn and start get that storyline built back up some kind of way. I don't see that. They're definitely not gonna give it to Jimmy, or they ain't giving it to Jay Uso. He had his shot. Kevin Owens, like all the people that had their shots, they're not gonna get that. They're not gonna get that team. And that's one of the worst things about Roman's title reign is he doesn't help himself out either. If Roman lose the belt, what else he gonna do? What else does he have left to do? He gonna start fighting for another belt. He gonna come back and win. As long as he had that belt, once he loses the belt, he should retire. Like, to be perfectly honest, what reason does he have to remain there? Or what does he have to fight for after he loses that belt? And that's why this long title run is really messing a lot of people up, and they don't really see it. I don't know. I guess if I gotta say anybody, I'm gonna say Cody.
Mr. Everything. WrestleMania is right around the corner, man. We don't even have that long. I know we're in December, but we got 4 months. Who do you want to see face Roman Reigns in the main event at WrestleMania?
I honestly don't know. Like LP said, they got so much going on at the same time. You got so many different dynamics that we can go in. But I'm kind of feeling like they're either going to push either Jimmy or Solo in that type of situation, with him proclaiming Solo as the next head of the table, the next tribal chief, and Jimmy kind of sitting back looking like, how you skip over me and give it to him? Like, I'm the oldest out of everybody, and I'm the oldest. How you give it to him? So it's going to be interesting. They're still talking about The Rock, which if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. I really don't care anymore. I honestly don't know. I really don't know anymore. I mean, because Roman, like LB said, Roman has beaten everybody except Bobby. But then if you give it to Bobby Lashley, then what? Where does it go? And then is the Hurt Profits or Profit Business or whatever their name is? They said they came up with one.
They fumbled the bag. They fumbled the bag with that group. Yeah, I really think they did.
Involved in some kind of way or what? I mean, it's a lot of different things that we got to consider of who's going to beat Roman Reigns for this title, because he still has the dynamic of the bloodline that's been helping him or assisting him or keeping the belt around his waist. So you got to kind of combat that in some kind of way. And it's too many of them. It's too many of the bloodline for us to say, yeah, this faction and this faction, because it's a lot of them. And this whole AJ Styles thing that just came about, that's confusing. I don't know what's going on with that. So, is JJ going to go after Roman? If so, then what's the whole purpose of him attacking LA Knight? I don't understand it.
I liked it. Go ahead.
I think he's about that's gonna give LA Knight, because people would want to see LA Knight probably have another shot. I still think LA Knight is still pretty much over, but to get people eyes off of that, you bring AJ in, and you got AJ over here. They definitely about to do Roman versus Randy, which no matter how much you hype it up, there's no way in the hell Roman is losing that belt outside of WrestleMania. So I can't get invested in none of Roman's storylines. And I'm starting to feel that way about Seth. I really thought Seth was going to lose his belt before WrestleMania, but with CM Punk coming back, I think that put the brakes on Seth losing the belt. But I kind of hope Seth loses the belt. Because to be honest, they made that belt because Roman held the other one hostage. Seth is kind of doing the same thing. Now, don't get me wrong, Seth is still wrestling. He's there, but he's still holding that belt. And a lot of people think he should have lost the belt to several of the people. Shinsuke Nakamura, he should have lost it. He should have lost it. They could have really built Shinsuke as a star. Seth could have got the belt later on. Who else is Seth's fault?
Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre, giving Drew McIntyre that second run. Like, they have had times where they could have took that belt off of him. Almost everybody Seth's fault. Even Jimmy on Raw. Imagine if he would have won that on Raw, or Sammy would have won that on Raw. But like, I don't know. I don't understand a lot of stuff that Triple H is doing when it comes to these titles. I think they're messing all the titles up personally. I don't think, other than Gunther's title, as I said before, no other title feels like a title, and everybody is not hungry for. I mean, Mr. Everything, you're a wrestler, so I always felt like if you're a wrestler, you want to have a belt, or wouldn't it? Isn't it? Some people may not, or whatever. But I, as a fan, you ain't shit if you ain't got no if you ain't got no belt on your waist. I'm sorry. The Street Profits was dope, but if the Street Profits is not fighting toward getting those tag belts, then they're just a regular tag team. Right. Any other person that's on the roster, you're fighting for a belt, or you should be thinking about a belt. Because if you don't have a belt, let me know of a wrestler who's considered a great that didn't hold no title. Please let me know, because I need that information in my life. Who was a popular wrestler that didn't? Because even if you say Undertaker, which Undertaker didn't have the main belt a lot, he still had that belt, and he's had other belts. So you got to have some gold on the waist.
I would say Dusty Rhodes is one that. Who?
Ricky Steamboat.
Oh, I thought you said Steve-O. I was about to say what? Ricky Steamboat.
Ricky Steamboat and Macho Man fighting for the damn what's face was one of the. Come on now, how you gonna say Ricky Steamboat? That whole battle, but that they had what belt was it? The Intercontinental between Randy Savage and Ricky?
Yeah, but it wasn't the main title.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about it still was a hard fought title. I mean,
okay. I thought you meant the main title.
Yeah, oh no! I'm talking about your point as a wrestler is to have some gold, whether it's the Intercontinental, whether it's the US, hell, even if it's a 24/7, and when it haven't been time R2 won it, you still got some. Even the hardcore title, they made like a legit title at one point in time when them boys was killing themselves for that raggedy ass belt. they made that belt. D'Lo Brown, the greatest European champion of all time. Yep. Like this is what writes your story gold of some kind whatsoever.
That's interesting, man. I think who I would love to see, not even take the belt from Roman, but I would love to see them as champion. I had somebody in my head, and then all of a sudden it just vanished. I think I would love to see. I think I would love to see Dominic Mysterio as champion, and I think it's going to happen probably a few years from now. I'm not sure what he has to do to get his character of that, but I could definitely say that Dominic Mysterio was VIP of this year. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he had one hell of a year. This boy was on all three shows at one point for multiple weeks. You know what I'm saying? And the way that he built himself up as one of the most hated heels in WWE, I'll go ahead and say it, in WWE history. His heel turn is going to be remembered forever. And his run with Judgment Day is just good, man. And he's only improved now. Do I want to see more from Dominic Mysterio? Of course. But I think within the next couple of years, I say within the next 3 years, Dominic Mysterio becomes world champion.
Nah.
And I was the biggest hater of Dominic too.
Nah.
I call Dominic's ass Soggy every week. I call him Soggy. I hated his guts. I hated his guts. Dominic Mysterio to me was like the last cornflake in the cereal bowl full of milk that's been sitting there for about 3 hours. It was just, he was that. So I'm talking about freshly used condom. Dominic. He was super. I'm talking about wet socks in the rain. Soggy. I do not like Dominic at all.
Real quick, speaking of soggy condoms, let's go ahead and plug our sponsor.
Listen. If you're feeling some burnings down below, you feel uneasy, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what it is. You might have a colored discharge of some sort. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Go follow our friends and check them out. Go to stdcheck.com. Get yourself checked out. If you see a bump on your back and you don't know how to identify it, go to stdcheck.com. Get yourself checked out. Don't be afraid. You can go ahead and check all kinds of things, remedies and symptoms and all kinds of stuff on the website from the comfort of your own home. You ain't even got to go to the clinic yet. But so you do that. Go to stdcheck.com and just get more knowledge on that thing. That was good transition, Mr. Everything. Good transition. Oh man, matter of fact, while we giving some love to our sponsors, man, we talked about getting in shape, right? And you saw how shredded both Randy Orton and AJ Styles was. They looked like Greek gods in the ring. Mr. Everything, what are some good exercises for upper body strength? And I'm going to have you present this in our one and only Nature Made Minute.
All right, I got 1 minute to let you guys know the greatest exercise you can do to build up your upper body strength. Push-ups. It's not that hard, ladies and gentlemen. It's not hard to do push-ups. If you can't do push-ups, there's modifications of different ways to do push-ups. You can do them up against the wall, actually. And I'm going to give you a brief demonstration on my handy-dandy wall. So what you want to do is you actually want to kind of give yourself a little lean, little angle, and do the push-ups this way. And that's for those who cannot do push-ups completely on the floor. That would help you build up the strength to be able to get to a point where you can do push-ups on the floor completely. Dips, pull-ups, some kind of curls will be very helpful, but always be mindful of how much weight you're actually putting on your body. You don't want to do too much weight that you cannot maintain. The idea is always completion, not competition, because you're not in competition with anybody but yourself. So always think about completing the task rather than trying to kill yourself and not being able to get to the finish line. Remember, it's a marathon, not a race, not a sprint. And that is my minute, nature-made minute on how to build up upper body strength.
Oh man, that was the Nature Made Minute with your boy, Mr. Everything, Victor Andrews. Mr. Everything, real quick, for those people who that want to work out, that want to lose weight, but say they're at work And by the time they get home, they're exhausted and they don't feel like it. What are some exercises that they can do in their office, in their workplace, maybe go to the bathroom? What are some upper body workouts that they can do while they're in their office?
You know what's funny? A lot of people think that they gotta have some kind of weights to be able to lift to work out, but you don't. If you sit there and just do this the entire time, by the time you do that for a good 3 to 5 minutes, your arms gonna be burnt out. Even doing small circles forward, small circles back, doing shoulder shrugs, it builds up the traps up in your shoulders. Um, uh, even deep breathing. A lot of deep breathing will help in terms of like building up your abdomen and your core strength. So even just sitting there and just going, it's not like the women like would go to Lamaze classes. It's the same premise. It's going to build up the strength around your abdomen. It's going to build up your abs. Doing things like just getting up and just squatting right there in your seat. So even if you pull your seat back away from your desk and you just stand there and you go right into your seat, that's going to help you build up a whole lot of strength in your legs, your knees, and just taking a walk around the office. Go up and down the stairs a couple times. If you have a moment, even on your lunch break, if you go in and take 10, 15 minutes of a lunch break, if you got an hour lunch break, you got 45 minutes left to be able to go and do a workout. You can utilize 30 minutes of that to go and do something, and the last 15 minutes to kind of clean yourself up and freshen up, get ready to go back to your desk to finish out the workday. So there's always ways to kind of get out there and do a workout. You just got to utilize the time that you have allotted to you.
All right. I think that's great information for people who work from home or for people that are stuck in the office. What I used to do is I used to go to the bathroom and I used to do push-ups on the counter. I would take two napkins and then lean against the counter like you did on the wall, and I would do push-ups on the counter, or I would go into the handy capable stalls and the ones that have the handrails, and I would do dips, and if they had the one that went around the corner, I would do push-ups there, and I would come out so gigantic. You know what I'm saying? Like I would go to the mall and I would just go from bathroom, and then I go to the other side of the mall and I go to the bathroom, and then I would just do push-ups, and then by the time I know it, I done walked the whole mile just by walking around the mall, and I done did about 100, 200 push-ups just by walking around the mall and going from bathroom to bathroom. You know what I'm saying? And so that was a way for me to trick myself to getting back into working out. You know what I'm saying? Was, hey, I'm gonna go to the mall and it's gonna be cool because I noticed that from all the old people that just walk around the mall. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do that too. So I would just walk and then go from the Macy's to the JC Penney's. Go from the Macy's to the JC Penney's and bust out 50 push-ups in one, go to the other end, bust out 50 push-ups, go back, do 50 push-ups, go back, do 50 push-ups. That's 200 push-ups. And I don't walk the mile because I don't walk around the mall. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And my testicles was out at the time. So you know what I'm saying? I was trying to look good for the youngins, the young girls. You know, so I was trying to look good for them in the mall. You know what I'm saying? But
and then another quick little tidbit, little tip for those who are working from home. Let's say if you're a mom, a stay-at-home mom, and you got the baby there, and the baby don't want you to do anything but play with them. Play with them with an exercise. You can take them, you can hold them, and you can do sit-ups. And as you're doing sit-ups with the baby sitting in your lap, you come up and just play with them the entire time. You get your crunches in. Doing squats with the baby and throwing them up like this. It makes you feel like you're tossing them up a little bit. That's going to help put a little bit of weight. You mean you got like what, 5 to 10 pounds in your arms, depending on how big your baby is. So that's a good amount of weight right there. For those who kind of sit down and have their favorite TV show, if they have commercials in the middle of the TV show, every time a commercial come on, knock out some push-ups, knock out some squats the entire time that the commercials are running. By the time your TV program comes back on, sit back, relax, that's your time to rest.
I like that. I might start doing that when I watch wrestling, Monday Night Raw, in between the commercials. You know what I'm saying? I might try to do that. You know what I'm saying? I think that's good. But those are some great fitness tips from your boy, Mr. Everything. Real quick, Mr. Everything, tell them where they can follow you, man, for more fitness tips and tricks.
Oh yeah, man. Actually, just email me. Email me if you want some tips, you want some tricks, you want some advice, you want a workout plan. Email me, RooseveltConyers LLC.com. RooseveltConyers LLC at gmail.com. And I will help you out in any way I can. I'm not hard to reach. So just send me an email. Let me know what your fitness goal is, what you're trying to do. And I got you. It's a new year. We're going to get some new bodies, some new health, some better health, and get ourselves prepared for life, not just the summertime. Stop trying to get a summer body. Because you know what happens when you have a summer body? It only sticks around for the summer. That's real. It only sticks around for the summer. So stop worrying about having a summer body and start worrying about and thinking about having a all the time body.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
The rest of your life.
There you go. Don't have a summer body. You know, summer here, summer there.
Exactly.
Some meet here, summer there. Do some workout here, there. Do something here, do something there. Yeah, don't get to a summer body. Get to an all the time body.
All the time.
You know what I'm saying? All the time body. Oh man, LP man, you got a fashion show coming up, my brother. Next year. Say the Back to the Future on that thing. Go ahead and talk about your fashion show that you got coming up.
Yeah, this show is April 20 something of next year. It's a time show, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, up to 3000. Just showing fashion in decades and through the era.
All right, so if you want to check that out, what's the date on that again?
April 28th, I think.
April 28th. We got December the 10th on the fly. Don't worry about that. April the 28th. Back to the Future. Oh, that was the casting call. My man, that was the casting call on that thing. But if you wanted to get to the casting, are you still casting for that fashion show, LP?
Oh no! I've closed that. I actually gotta send people the information tomorrow.
Oh, okay. You better hope he don't start cutting people like the WWE. You know, I had to release some models. What was that?
I said you got to. I had a total of 70 people, so I had to get it down to 40. So yeah, I had to cut.
Oh man, had to cut some down. So if you guys want to follow more of what LP got going on, LP, tell them where you can be found, sir.
It's on Instagram. One click photography shoots with an S. That's the best way to find me.
Oh man, there you go. Follow your boy LP. Real quick before I show you guys where you can follow me, I wanted to show this picture that I found online of some love connections. Man, love is in the air, especially for New Year's. Man, we got some couples there. You got your boy Corey Jade up there with the one and only Braun Breaker. You got your girl Jada Parker with Mello, Soul Ruka with Tyler. The Tyler Banks? Yeah, that's Tyler Banks. Yeah, you got Nathan, what's his name? Nathan Frazier. With what's shorty name from Chase University?
Nobody knows.
I know her name. I like it. Thea Hall. You know what I'm saying? And then you got some more couples down to the bottom, man. So this gets me thinking. And all these people that are in the NXT. All of them are NXT. So that makes me think that, you know, it's a lot of stuff going on. It feels like a dorm college kind of environment. One thing that they doing in the NXT, they down there fornicating. I'll tell you that much. They fornicating in the back. In them locker rooms, oh yeah, they getting it in, Jack. I'm telling you. Somebody that made love in that ring before. You know what I'm saying? It's too many love connections.
Wow, we doing that for real?
Yeah, we doing that. You telling me if you a wrestler, you wouldn't want to make love in the middle of the ring with a beautiful? I don't know what people are into nowadays, but am I a beautiful woman?
No,
You know what I'm saying?
no, we're not doing
That's
that.
You
probably
ain't into that?
that's probably some footage of Mr. Everything and Mae Young, probably back in the day. him and the
Get
great.
me.
Hey man, who you been talking to?
He was when he was trying to do anything to get in the business.
Who you
But
getting
you,
information from? I need to have a conversation with them. Who you getting information from? Who's your source?
Hey, but let's
did you listen? Did you hit off Mae Young to get that Bobby Lashley's sister spot?
No, she was already passed.
Hey, we know how WWE do. Remember Kane?
I was trying to look at the timeline.
You remember
Maybe not.
Cody Vick storyline? Come on, man, it's not impossible.
It's impossible.
That's a good question though. If you had a chance to get a WWE contract, but they were like, look, we need you to go handle. I said, who's somebody that's old that's still around now though? We ain't got no Mae Youngs and then right now.
No, we ain't got nobody.
You got Natalia. That she old enough. She the oldest one on the roster. Seems like.
But she's still halfway. Look decent. I'm trying to think of. Yeah, damn, that's funny when you think about it. Ain't nobody got to that point yet.
Listen, Mae Young was one of a kind. Mae Young was one of my favorite wrestlers in the 90s. This was the only woman that was 80-something years old, taking bumps through a table, getting destroyed. She had a whole, listen, I will still say that the storyline between her and Mark Henry, when Mark Henry, big ass, was dusting off Mae Young, and he was in the bed, and then Mae Young got pregnant by Mark Henry. If you don't know who Mark Henry is, just think about Rick Ross making love to Martha Stewart. And it's just like it's not it's not the bee's knees yet. She gave birth to a hand. The hand ain't have an arm attached to it, a body. The hand didn't have a face. It was just a hand. That's wrestling for you.
These comments are brought to you by our sponsors,
STDcheck.com. You know what I'm saying? If you at risk of having a hand as a baby,
you need a little boost in energy. Check out our sponsors, Nature Made.
yeah. But I think that was one of the best storylines.
And prepare yourself for Valentine's Day. Check out our sponsors, Ghirardelli Chocolate and
Russell Stover's. Yeah, we got two chocolate. We got two chocolate sponsors on everything.
The chocolates.
Mr. Everything, do you want to break the news to the best damn nation about next week? Or hasn't? That's not yet. No.
Still not confirmed yet.
Still not confirmed yet. But when it is confirmed, you guys are going to be
big news for you. We got big news for you.
Woo! we got a big interview for you. Matter of fact, we got some big interviews lined up for the next couple of shows, man. So you guys got to make sure that y'all check us out. And I know we're going to have a special episode this weekend. Special end of year. So go ahead and put your nominees for best match of the year. Put your nominees for superstar of the year. Best storyline. We're going to do all that. Matter of fact, we might even put it in there, best damn indie wrestler of the year. You know what I'm saying? We've had some great guests come on. We can go ahead and make that. So in the best damn wrestling podcast pages and groups, go ahead and put your picks for top superstars, top match of 2020. 23.
Hey,
Fellas,
you can even throw in your best podcast host, best damn podcast host. You
best
can
damn
throw
host.
both hosts in there
I do
and
that.
let the fans see who they like the most.
All right, yeah, we can make that happen. You know what I'm
And why
saying?
is
Best damn host.
it?
LP got a chance to host. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Everything got a chance to host. Yeah, we're gonna do that thing next year too, man. But I'm excited. Let us know what you want for Christmas. We might get y'all something. Maybe some discounts from some of our sponsors. We got you.
I like it.
Fellas, you know we do this each and every week. We try to give the people some motivation. We try to give the people a word of advice, something to get them through their week. I'm gonna start with the one and only LPZ. LP, do you have a final word for the beautiful people?
I will say, don't wait for the new year to start making changes. Make those changes today.
I like that. Don't wait for New Year's to start to make your changes. By the time the New Year's come in, it's already too late. You know what I'm saying? It's already too late. Go ahead and make your changes now when they matter. Because if you start doing your changes right now, then that means you're preparing yourself for the work that you got to do in 2025. I like that, LP. That is a great word from your boy, the Grinch of the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast, LP. Mr. Everything, do you have a final word for the beautiful people?
Yes. I had a good one last week, but I can't remember what it was. Too many bumps. But I do have one for the good people, and it is control your narrative. No one can define who you are. No one can decide what you are going to be. And no one can tell you how to move and how to get there. You have to do that yourself. Believe in yourself. Do everything you can to achieve all goals and control your narrative.
I like that. Double entendre. Hint, hint. Hint, hint. I like that. My final word, it just came to me. It was an old African proverb that says, if you want to move fast, go alone. If you want to go further, go together. I've been through some changes where I had to do a lot of things myself to find out who I was and to change some things within myself, like LP said. And once I started changing those things, I started attracting like-minded people and people that wanted to help me get further in life. And that's the type of people that I want to surround myself with coming into this new year. People that help me get to where I need to be. And I'll do the same thing. I'm a great friend. Not everybody deserves your friendship. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Not everybody deserves your friendship. And I had to learn that the hard way growing up. You know what I'm saying? So you can move faster by yourself. I can do a lot of stuff. I can do a lot of stuff fast by myself, but I would rather move with a team of us. You know what I'm saying? To help each other get to the next level. All of my friends, they have small businesses. I want to try to help them in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? I don't get nothing out of it but the joy and satisfaction to see that they made it with all the hard blood, sweat, and tears that they have. You know what I'm saying? I watch LP bust his ass on the regular. I watch Mr. Everything bust his ass on the regular. Every time I talk to Chef, he working. You know what I'm saying? And all these brothers got ambition. All of these brothers got dreams. All these brothers got businesses. All these brothers got goals that they trying to do. And any way that I can help them, then and I will definitely do it. So build your mastermind team. Build your team of supporters who are going to support you. Build a team of like-minded people. I don't care if they don't see the vision at first, but what they do see is the move. And ain't nobody believe us and believe in us. And we've done had Mr. Everything. Give us a rundown of guests that we had on the show this year.
EC3, Ricky and Kerry Morton, Ron Simmons, R Truth, Austin Aries, Jake Logan, Jason Kincaid, Stephen Meeks, Rhett Titus,
Mark James.
Yes, Mark James. I'm gonna beat him up. Yeah, that's pretty much it right now. And we got more coming, lots more coming.
And we got more coming. You know what I'm saying? So believe in yourself, believe in your abilities, build yourself a mastermind team. You know what I'm saying? You can make anything happen that you want to. You know what I'm saying? This time next year, I want all of us to be millionaires. I'm putting that in the world. That's in the universe. It's already in there. You know what I'm saying? I want all of us to be successful at what we do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go back to the Indian proverb. You can move, not Indian, African proverb. You can move faster by yourself, but you can go farther when you work together. That is the final word from your boy, Brian Renegade. Oh man, fellas, this was a hell of a show. Try to keep it down to an hour. You know how we do. Real quick, we got some interviews coming for you. We got an end of year show coming for you. We got more games coming for you. We got more activities coming for you. We got more content coming for that ass. Fellas, it is always an honor and a pleasure. Any last announcements?
Yes, I can go ahead and drop this bomb. January 2nd, I get the keys to my own gym. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Everything is moving on to something bigger. I was keeping it a little under wraps for a little while until I knew everything was going to come together. But you know what? When the Father says he has something for me, I'm going ahead and take it and let the world know. The other reason why I was keeping it on the wraps is because I was still working with O2 Fitness. As of Friday, they have released me like it was a WWE contract. For whatever reason, I didn't ask for no explanation. I didn't ask anything. I was like, all right, cool. So January 2nd in Raleigh, North Carolina, Mr. Everything will be working hand in hand with Active Athletics, and I will be in control of the facility starting January 3rd.
That is awesome.
Big things coming. So if you're in the
Congratulations.
Raleigh area and you're looking for some boxing training, some self-defense training, or just some personal training, reach out to me on Instagram, Roosevelt Conyers LLC on Instagram, and I will get you to your fitness goals.
Oh man, congratulations, my friend. O2 Fitness, you lost a real one. Yo, lost. Yeah. Hey man, that's just a setup for this new blessing that's about to come for you, my friend. So congratulations. I'm excited about it. LP, you gonna take your ass around there and get some training from Mr. Everything?
Yeah, I might have to get in, and first of all, congratulations. Yeah, I might have to try to come in. I need to get in shape. I need to get to 200. I'm struggling getting down to 200.
Where you at right now, LP?
I'm at 225 right now because I'm normally at 220. So it's that my last 20 is hard for me to get. I lose pretty fast, but I be eating horribly, and I don't really work out enough. So if I really get something going, so yeah, and I know boxing classes are good workouts.
Absolutely.
It is. Real quick, I was proud about this. I just wanted to show y'all this. Mr. Everything, I might be getting some techniques from you. Got my little gym up here, you know what I'm saying? Little speed bag, heavy bag. That heavy bag about 300 pounds right there. I put it up myself. It was heavy, real heavy. It hurt when he hit it too. And then, just got my full body machine. And yeah, the Valley of the Rhinos right there. I got to get in that after this podcast. Do my 1-2 punches. You know what I'm saying? Get it in.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and get my plane ticket and I'm coming over. You got to guess
Hey,
from right?
let's do it, Jack. Yeah, we're gonna. Hey, they got all kind of mountains up here and all kind of trails and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You go running through the desert like Michael B. Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
You know I'm black, right?
I'm just saying that's what they do. I mean, you gotta do it between certain times. Now, after like 7-8 o'clock at night, your ass on your own. They ain't coming to look for you. Get lost. You black. They ain't coming. They ain't coming for your ass. They ain't looking. They ain't putting you on the news or nothing. They were just like, a carcass was half eaten by coyotes, unidentified. Yeah. So, but yeah, come on up here, man. They got some MMA gyms up here too. Matter of fact, next year, we're going to extend this thing to having some more fighters on here, some more MMA fighters, UFC fighters. Yeah, we go on all in boxers. Whoever you guys want to see on the show, let us know who you want to see on the show. We're going to get them in, and a lot of them train right here in Phoenix. So I got some work to do, Jack. You know what I'm saying?
Let's put in work.
Let's put in work. All right. Beautiful people, we will see you next week on the best damn wrestling podcast. Fellas, it is always an honor and a pleasure. Beautiful people, we bid you adieu.